President Trump has been mostly silent on the pandemic this week, and at his first post-election rally last night in Georgia, he continued his effort to overturn Joe Biden's victory with a blizzard of false claims.
You know, we won Georgia, just so you understand.
And we are joined now by Georgia Secretary of State Brad Raffensperger. Secretary Raffensperger, thank you for joining us this morning. In addition to claiming victory, the president is pressuring the governor of your state to call a special session of the state legislature to try to overturn the results. You're a conservative Republican. You wanted President Trump to win. Can you explain why what he's saying and doing now is, in your view, wrong?
Well, good morning, George. The people of Georgia spoke in this election, and obviously I'm a conservative Republican, disappointed in the results, but I said we'll count every legal vote and work hard to make sure that no illegal votes are counted, and that's what we've been doing. I don't believe that there's the will in the General Assembly for a special session.
So you don't expect the special session to take place on Tuesday? I know there's a petition out there to try to call for it, and I know the governor has refused.
Well, that's something that's not that's beyond my office's calling. That's really the governor and the General Assembly, and I'm sure they'll have conversations. But at the end of the day, what they're really trying to say is if they did that, is they would be then nullifying the will of the people. If you look at how the elections turned out here in Georgia, President Trump got 10% less votes in Cherokee County, which is a rich red county in this election cycle. Whitfield County up in northwest Georgia, less than 4.5%. And so really, at the end of the day, the voice of the people were spoken. I'm disappointed as a conservative Republican also.
Your office has investigated claims of fraud. What have they found?
We've never found systemic fraud, not enough to overturn the election. We have over 250 cases right now. We reached out to the governor and asked for additional manpower resources with GBI. It gives us additional reach so we can finish up these investigations quickly. But right now, we don't see anything that would overturn, the will of the people here in Georgia.
You had the hand audit, you had the machine recounts. The president is trying to make an issue now of what he calls signature verification. What's at play there?
Well, I just read Governor Scott Walker said on Facebook that this upcoming election we need to do signature match. We always have been doing signature match. In fact, I strengthened signature match. If you filled out a paper application and that came back with a signature, we matched it then. And then we went ahead, when you send in your ballot, we matched again. And I'm the first Secretary of State to ever stand up an online portal for absentee ballot applications, which connects us with photo ID. And so we've strengthened that. We've also done training with our election officials through the GBI signature match, learning and techniques that they use to verify signatures. So we've strengthened signature match in Georgia. We'll continue to do that, follow the law.
You've got two runoff elections coming up in early January for Senate in Georgia. Both those Republican candidates have called for you to be removed from office. Do you still support their candidacy?
Absolutely. I'm a Republican. I vote for Republicans, so I wish them well. The job of the Republican Party is to raise money and turn out the vote. My job as Secretary of State is to make sure we have honest and fair elections. It's as simple as that. And I think in my office, integrity matters.
Do you think because of all these questions about the election, do you think it might make it more difficult for the Republican candidates to prevail in January?
Well, it makes it, these distractions, this disunity, it does make it more difficult. And so the candidates are out there running hard, and I understand there'll be debates today, and I wish them well.
On Thanksgiving, President Trump called you an enemy of the people. What kind of threats have you and your family received since then?
We've had death threats. My wife's had sexualized text and things like that. And now they've actually gone after, and people have been following, some of, young poll workers, election workers in Gwinnett County, and also our folks that are in one of our offices. And so you're seeing just irrational, angry behavior. It's unpatriotic. People shouldn't be doing that. We had an election. Like I said, I wish my guy would have won. And it looks like he's not. And it looks like he doesn't have enough votes to prevail.
What's your message to Republicans who refuse to accept the election results?
It's one of those situations when you're in an 80% Trump county, you just don't understand. But there are other counties that feel exactly the opposite. And at the end of the day, we as Republicans didn't turn out enough voters. Our office as Secretary of State is really just to look at what those votes totals were, and we report the results. And that's why it gets back to the state party didn't do their job, didn't raise enough money, and didn't turn out enough people.
But there's no doubt in your mind President Trump lost the state of Georgia, lost the election?
Yeah, sad but true. I wish he would have won. I'm a conservative Republican, and I'm disappointed, but those are the results.
Secretary Raffensperger, thanks for your time this morning. Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.